Okay, let's dive into this. You sent over some really interesting material about, well, digital marketing for local services.
Mhm.
And one piece really jumped out, Instagram for plumbers.
Yeah, I know, right? Your first thought is probably what, pictures of pipes?
Exactly. And yeah, okay, maybe some before and afters, but what these sources you shared are getting at seems, well, deeper.
Definitely. It's framed as, a way to genuinely connect with the local community.
Build trust, showcase professionalism, and actually attract like specific high quality leads, not just random calls.
And the material really hits on that common pain point for plumbers, doesn't it?
I know, yeah.
That constant struggle for consistent leads.
Yeah, and feeling totally swamped by all the online marketing stuff out there. It's like, you should be doing something online.
But making it actually work for a hands-on service business, that feels like a whole different challenge. A bit of a maze, really.
Totally. So our mission here, digging into the material you provided, is to kind of cut through that. We want to explore how expert Instagram marketing, like the sources discuss, maybe when paired with the right tools, could actually solve these problems.
Right. Helping you attract more local folks, get them engaged, and ultimately, drive those service calls.
So why Instagram specifically? The source material makes a good point about where your potential customers are just hanging out online.
Exactly. They're scrolling through photos, watching videos in their downtime on Instagram.
Right. And what your material suggests is this isn't just wasted time, it's an opportunity.
hmm
Like, what if, while someone's scrolling, they see something helpful from your plumbing business?
Yeah, maybe like a quick video, showing how to shut off the main water line. Simple stuff.
Or even just a photo introducing the team, the actual friendly faces who might show up at their door.
The sources argue that builds like immediate visual trust. It makes the business feel more human, approachable.
And keeps you top of mind, right?
Right.
So when that pipe does eventually burst.
They remember seeing your post. It's not just a random name in a search list.
Okay, but that raises the practical question, which the material touches on. How does a busy plumber actually do all this effectively?
Well, yeah, that's key. The material you shared mentions the idea of using a dedicated marketing platform. It highlights one example, Marketing 360 Power.
Described as a way to manage it all.
Sort of, yeah. The focus, according to this source, isn't just getting likes or follows, what some people call vanity metrics.
Mm-hmm.
It's about driving real, tangible business results. Leads, calls, actual jobs.
And digging into what the source says a platform like that offers, it mentions things like providing professional content,
Right. High-quality visuals that go beyond just, a wrench.
compelling before and afters showing the impact, short explainer videos, maybe authentic team photos.
Stuff that builds that visual credibility, as the source puts it, makes you look reliable.
But great content is useless if the right people don't see it.
Exactly. And the sources detail how targeted advertising fits in. Instagram lets you get really specific.
It's like targeting by location, obviously, but also demographics, maybe even interests like home renovation.
Precisely. So your posts, your ads, they're mainly reaching homeowners right there in your service area, people likely to actually need a plumber.
And according to your material, you need to know what's working. Real-time analytics.
Absolutely vital, the source emphasizes. Tracking which posts get engagement, which ads lead to clicks or calls.
Seeing how your Instagram activity actually translates into leads, that data lets you tweak things, improve.
Yeah, and the overall takeaway from the sources seems to be that using expert marketing support, like the platform example mentioned,
It takes the heavy lifting off your shoulders.
pretty much, you don't suddenly have to become a social media expert on top of being a plumbing expert.
Right. It's about leveraging Instagram's visual power and local reach, like your materials outline, to connect and get business.
While you focus on the actual plumbing work.
Makes sense.
So, yeah, if you're a plumber thinking about expanding your reach, connecting better locally, getting more calls, the sources you shared strongly suggest that embracing strategic Instagram marketing, maybe with platform support, is a powerful way to get noticed, remembered, and ultimately chosen.
That definitely unpacks the core ideas in the material you sent. Thanks for letting us dig into it.
Yeah, happy to discuss it.
Okay, so here's a final thought to chew on, pulled straight from that source material. If even something like plumbing, which doesn't seem super visual at first glance, can be effectively showcased with things like before and afters or team intros on Instagram to build community connection, what other, maybe unexpected ways could a local service business tell its visual story online?